Supreme Chancellor Obi-Wan Kenobi by Stone Freak. Chapter 22. Anakin talks to Palpatine. Anakin stays cooped up in his own little room on the ship. They're all heading out again, another mission on another battlefield. Except Obi-Wan is going to stay on Coruscant. Because he can't leave the Senate, so he's basically chained to the planet, forced to make plans from afar. In other words, Obi-Wan is doing the exact thing Anakin has always disliked in quite a few other council members. Staying behind in the temple, safe and sound, and making decisions that affect those out in the field. It feels disrespectful to think something like that about Obi-Wan, but Palpatine agreed with him. He agreed that it was quite unusual for Obi-Wan to do something like that of course Anakin must feel betrayed. Anakin finally went to see him. It was nice. He really should have gone earlier because Palpatine has always been there for him, and Anakin has missed talking to someone about his problems. Even though Palpatine certainly has his own fair share, he was still sympathetic and willing to lend Anakin his ear.
Chancellor Kenobi will be staying on Coruscant for the time being then. You won't go out into the field anymore.
Palpatine looked surprised. Yeah, Anakin said, looking down into his cup of caf. He's supposed to be better than that. How can he be a general, a high general, if he isn't out in the field with his men? Seeing the way the battles go and the... How? I thought he was better than that.
I understand that you feel betrayed, my boy,
Palpatine said, putting his cup of tea back on the lounge table.
But sometimes politicians feel the need to compromise their beliefs for the sake of stability, I suppose you could call it.
Anger. Anakin felt anger bubble up in his chest. But Obi-Wan isn't supposed to be a politician. He always complains about it and says that he hates politics. Or well, he says he dislikes it because Jedi don't hate, but how could he do this? He ground his teeth together, fingers clutching the cup.
I'm afraid I don't have any answers for you, Anakin. Just like I don't understand why he agreed to the position at all if he truly does not want power, as you've told me over the years.
He doesn't. He always says he doesn't. He just wants the war to be over and for the Jedi to go back to doing what we're supposed to do. Frustration threatened to boil over, and Anakin forced himself to stop and breathe. The way Obi-Wan... Curse that! He didn't want to do what Obi-Wan told him to do. He lied! He lied a lot, didn't he? Anakin's head hurt. And his heart.
Sometimes, my friend, people lie. Even to people they say they trust and care about.
Anakin thought he'd feel better, but he just feels worse. Everything is just tangled up inside. Not for the first time, he wishes he was 12 again. 12 and still Obi-Wan's Padawan, not yet sure of himself in the ways of the Force, but in a good and comfortable place with his master. Why have they lost that? Why can't Anakin trust Obi-Wan anymore? Well, he does trust him. Every time there's a part screaming at him that surely Obi-Wan is lying about everything, just like he's holding Anakin back from reaching his full potential. There's always been that part of him. Remnants of a 12-year-old boy who remembers a man who taught him how to read basic, was willing to learn Hadiths from Anakin in turn. A man who listened, who allowed Anakin to crawl into his bed when it was cold or Anakin had a nightmare. Where has that man gone? Why can't he be here anymore? Where did everything go wrong?